Hey, what's up? What's up? It is Friday, December 6th. Get everything there. You know what it is. You know what it is. This lesson will not be super long. It will not be super long. Okay, let's keep it pushing. So, let me say this. We do got 2 weeks to go. So we got 2 weeks to go to vacation, but we got 1 week to go until we will be having our 3-week progress report. So just so you guys know, we got a couple things. There was basketball tryouts, but let's keep it pushing. There is this canned food drive, and it lasts all the way until next Friday, December 13th. So make sure to get your cans in. Okay. I just want everyone to check in. So in class, we're going to check in with everyone. So make sure you got both of these assignments turned in. Make sure you got both of these assignments turned in. And then also check all of your grades to make sure you're good. Because again, you got 1 week until the 3-week progress report comes out. This is part of my goals, is to try and check in with you guys the week prior to the progress reports coming out, or to your grades, so that way you guys can make sure to know like where you are at. Okay, cool. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go here. So the big G forces, we kind of talked in yesterday's video, and we talked about these things, and we went through these different students and what they were saying about gravity is the force that pulls stuff down. I read some gravity's attractive forces between all objects. Someone said, no, that's not true. Someone also said, well, isn't it about size? So what is it that you guys think? So whoever you agreed with the most, please make sure that you explain their reasoning on page number 80. And for those of you, because I think we got a couple people who do not have their book. So I'm like, yo, create a slideshow. Yes, this is for you. Create a slideshow, and then just put the page number 80, and then put which one of these students you agree with the most on one of the slides, and then just type in your thinking there. And then as we keep going through, since you don't have your notebook or your journal with you or anything, then just make slides for each thing, and then you can turn that in that way. Okay, cool. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Okay. Yep. Now we're on to here. So we're going to work in pairs. This one is called the hook. This is on page number 81. So just label your slide page number 81. Hold the book flat at waist height. And so I'll go ahead and do this, but you should also do this. Find a book wherever you're at. Hold it at waist high and release the book. What did you observe when the book was released? Why do you think the book acted that way? What are the interacting objects in the system? And in the space below, draw and label a diagram to identify the interaction of the objects in the system you just observed. So let's go ahead and handle that business. Okay, cool. All right. So let's just go ahead and do this. Hey, by the way, make sure to lock in, fam. Okay, so look, the book. Okay, boom. Y'all heard that sound? Y'all heard the sound? Y'all seeing some stuff? So we're gonna move this thing forward just a little bit. Maybe you might be able to see the ground. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to work. So I'm gonna hold it at waist high. Bam. Now we're gonna do it one more time. Waist high. Bam. Okay. So let's just talk about some things as we're moving in here. So at the very top, I want you to be able to identify what are the independent, dependent, and control variables in this case. So the independent variable would be what? What would be the thing that we can manipulate or control or change? That would be the height of the book, because everyone's waist is a different height. Cool. That would be the first thing in the independent variable. Now, dependent variable, what is that? That is going to be what? What's the thing we could measure? So what could we measure out of this? Some students said, yo, you could measure the speed of the book. The book accelerates down. Cool. Some people were like, we could measure the sound. Like, how loud is it? And actually, one of the classes actually did that. They actually got their phone. They got a decibel meter, and then they actually measured how loud was the sound when it hit the ground. So that was also interesting. And then control variables would be where are you dropping it, right? Like, and the fact that we're going to all be using the same book, right? That would be another control variable. Okay. So, what did you observe when the book was released? What did you observe? Yeah, hopefully you observed a loud sound. Book accelerated down. Why do you think the book acted that way? What do you guys think? So the book acted that way because, right, the force that was keeping it up, was my hand, and once my hand was no longer keeping it up, then the force that was acting on it really was gravity pushing down, and that was greater than any kind of resistance from the air. Okay, cool. And then what are the interacting objects? Hopefully you guys got that down. It should be, right, it should definitely be the book, hand, right, or person, like however you want to do that, and then also say the ground, right? So those should be the interacting objects. And then in the space below, make sure you draw and label a diagram. So do your very best to do that if you're working on slides, to like draw and label that. Okay, cool. So make sure you get all of these done right here. That is actually all you have to do for today. And again, if you're on slides because you don't have a journal or your notebook, don't worry, just make a slide, label it page number 81, and you got all these things right here. There is a slide for it if you want to go back. You could copy that slide into there and then answer the questions that way. However you want to go about doing that. All right, y'all, that's it for today. Peace. Make sure you got all of your assignments in.